I know what you're thinking. Of course, that's the masterclass song. Hello and welcome. If you watched Play Your Crafts Right before, it was basically what was pitched to be the best game on TV ever, turned out to be the most difficult. It was theme tunes from our shows. And of course, that was masterclass. We knew it instantly once we saw the answer and then saw it written down and heard the full thing. Anyway, hi, welcome. How are you? My name is Rebecca Redican. You can call me Becky. And we are here with you today on Crafters TV for a masterclass. And this masterclass is all about one of our favourites, those special, revolutionary, double-sided dies. We have got so much to show you today, and I've got some offers on as well. And just whilst I am thinking of those offers, if you fancy treating yourself to one thing today, go for it. Why not? It's a Saturday. You deserve it. But if you treated yourself to 2 things today, you're going to be getting 5% discount. If you treat yourself to 4 things, you're going to get 10% discount. Treat yourself to 6 things, and you're going to get a whopping 15% discount. Head on over to our website. You'll be able to find out more than that. It is our multi-discount deal for you today. And speaking of deals, I tell you what, if you've just tuned in, oh, you've got yourself an absolute deal and a half in the 3D format of the wonderful Michelle. Hi, Michelle.
Hello. 3D format, I like that.
Because you like, you like real life, aren't you? It's not like I'm speaking to you through a screen.
Well, no. I prefer HD though, high definition.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know if telly's ready for me in high definition.
Oh well, I've seen you you are in high definition.
Oh, am I?
Yeah, I hate to tell you that.
Oh, okay.
But you are. Michelle, double-sided dies.
Love them.
You've got some treats today, haven't you?
I have. Lots of treats. We have got Christmas for you. I know. Shh. We've got Edgeables. We've got those beautiful window creator cards in Christmas and everyday. Toppers. So we've got more of the Christmas ones, like the robin. Oh, I've got beautiful star, that really long star. I don't know what it's called, because you can get a star and then the long. So is it just a long star? You all know what I mean.
Sorry, I was like, I could have some input on this, but I just prefer Michelle sort of looking a bit awkward.
I normally am left to try and dig myself out of a hole. Never work.
Yeah, you've got some real goodies coming up today, you truly do.
Yeah.
And I do want to remind you that we've got up to 75% off on our double-sided dies. Oh yeah. We've also got for you your weekend super saver today, and this is a bag chocked full of treats. Now, you don't get the bag. Who needs them? You can make your own. But what we've got for you here is an absolute wealth of goodies. What I do want to let you know is in here are all of the things that you want to treat yourself to create a multitude of different craft creations throughout the year. So this isn't kind of season specific. If you don't want to know what's in it, look away now. And I'll show those people who just quite frankly can't handle it. It's too exciting. I'm bringing to you in here a selection of treats. Now in this, I'm going to guarantee all of these. So just to let you know that if you were to buy multiples of these, then of course you're going to get multiples of the elements, which is great on consumables such as these. You have also got in here things that you are going to buy at a bargainacious price, like don't even get me started on that discount, but you are also going to be able to use over and over and over again. We have got lovely different themed ones, including ones that we can use all year round. I absolutely adore this one. I think it's so beautiful because actually it could be festive, but also it's really nice summertime, walking through the forest, etc. And actually that one I was speaking of then goes great with this too. It's like a double theme if you wanted. Got some really huge pieces, and I've got some little delicate pieces as well. So we are bringing to you absolutely oodles in here. In fact, 14 things in total. Yep, really 14 things in total. So if you do want to seize the moment, seize away, you can look back now. Well done. Oh, you're going to be so excited when you get it. We have got for you a massive mega deal on that. You can see that discount. You've just seen what is in there. If you couldn't help yourself and you had to have a peek and you had to see what was in it, let us know what you think about that deal without giving too much away. Do feel free to let us know, because we love hearing from you on our socials. We've got the lovely Caitlin looking after for you today. If you want to get in touch with us, info's at the bottom of your screen. So most certainly do get in touch that way, and I'll say hello to you as we go along. So we have got Create a Card Christmas for you right here, right now. And these are your double-sided dies. So for anyone who hasn't seen these before, it really is unique. It's individual. It is our design created by us, and we're bringing to you the opportunity to get something very, very special indeed. So I'm just going to grab the correct ones. Here we go. We have got for you with these a massive set of treats. We're bringing to you lots of different designs with your double-sided, and with these kind of designs, you've got the opportunity to use your die once and it cuts out the two different elements that then layer up to create one finished piece. But as you can see, one's like that. I just like that as it is. I think that is absolutely beautiful, and it's quite modern and edgy, almost lighting, isn't it? But of course, it can be super festive if you want. If you love that one, well, then you're going to adore the rest because they're free. They are £0, 0 pence, nout, nothing, nada, zilch, zero, nothing. We have got for you these wonderful designs, including your snowflake kisses. Ooh. I've also got for you your pretty poinsettias, and I've got your Oh Little Town. All of those ones are free. You're buying one, you're getting 3 for free. So it is a discount and a half for you. If you do want to seize the moment on it, now is definitely your chance. And if you want a little bit of inspiration, we have got the fabulous Michelle with us. Michelle, which one did you opt for and why?
So we're going to use the festive ornaments first. So from the Christmas collection, and it's the Creator card. I just love this one. It's very pretty and fun and fabulous.
Fun's definitely the word for it. I like that. Fun.
Yeah, definitely. So you can see that you've got that double-sided element on there again. And this one, so we was talking earlier about some of them you can't sort of figure out which side is which, but for this side, it's quite a lot more obvious for you, but again, you know, it shows you on the packaging as well. So yes, we're going to use this one first. So we, if you didn't see earlier, these are the plates that you're going to need. Any of our double-sided dies, you are going to need these. So you do get the 2 because you're going to make a sandwich with these. They're made out of an ultra dense sort of I always want to say carbon fibre. Now, I don't know if that's because someone's told me it or because if that's sort of what it reminds me of, but it's, I mean, you can see how much thinner than a normal plate they are. So if I stand them both up, you can see so much thinner, but uber strong, technical term. So that is what you're going to need. So you've got your base plate, and then you have got this special plate, and then whatever card it is that you're going to use, you're going to bring in and lay down, and then whichever side that you want on that, you're going to put on it. So we're going to have gold on that side, and I'm just going to pop a little bit of tape on because you don't have your magnetic shim in here to hold everything in place if that's what you use. We're going to use just a little bit of tape, and again, because it's so ultra thin, it's going to cut through. It's no problem. You know, it doesn't have any problems cutting that through. And
if
then,
you do want the double-sided plates, it's at the bottom of your screen, just to let you know.
So this is all our Centura pearl. So this is, which gold is that? Just bear with me. Solar gold. So I've got my solar gold, I've got my Christmas red, and I've got my Christmas green. I thought we'd go all out Christmas.
Yeah, why not? Definitely. Good question. Is this the first Christmas card you've made of the season?
Technically, I mean, I made a box earlier, didn't I?
You did?
So this is technically my first Christmas card of the season.
Blimey. Christmas in June.
I know.
Who'd have thunked? The hottest day on, yesterday,
Yeah.
and now feel the frost with Christmas. I love it.
To be fair though, I'm pretty sure that I know I've been having conversations with some of you and you've been Christmas crafting already, so
Yeah.
I don't feel too much like, you know, the first. So let me just, you can see this has popped off lovely. Oh, I can't grab that, let me just move those. So let's just pop, oh, there we go. I didn't even need to do anything. Look, you can see, so this side it's bowing in the middle. You're not going to be able to see that. So it's not so difficult to take these off, because obviously you do have release holes when one side has come off.
Yeah.
But as for the other side, it can be a little bit tricky. But all I do is, there's always a little bit that's come out, and you can just, but you can see how easy it's sort of pulled off for itself, by itself anyway. So we're just gonna pop all these pieces out.
So for Sarah's messaged in saying hello everyone from Australia, Melbourne, Australia, no less. It's now 11 p.m. Well, it's 11:11 now, isn't it? Sent it 11 minutes ago now. So I am in bed now, in bed, not on the bed, and ready to watch a fun show with Michelle and Becky and the whole CC crew. Hugs from me. Giving you a big squeeze right back, Sarah. Thank you very much for that. Lynn's in again. Hey up, Lynn. She must like the first show because she's back. Yeah. She says hello again, Becky, Michelle, and CC team. Wonderful social superstar and everyone. Way up, fella here called Ben McCarthy, of course, in with us. Ben saying good afternoon, everyone. Ben, I don't know if you were watching earlier on, but the praises that I've heard about your chicken sandwich making skills. Next, a little bit of sweet chilli sauce. You're a maverick, Ben. I've said it before and I'll say it again. Hello to Debbie. Oh, Debbie, you won earlier on, didn't you? Saying good morning, Becky and Michelle. I was one of the Play Your Crafts Right winners today. Thank you. What fun. Oh, Debbie, no, congratulations and thank you for taking part. Do you know what you're going to spend it on? Have you already got something in mind? I hope you do. Yeah, we're getting loads of hellos. Lovely to see you all. Hiya to Nee. How are you, my lovely? Natty saying good morning from a rainy, cooler day in the Finger Lakes area of New York. I've never heard of that place. No. What is a Finger Lake? Very small one?
Oh.
Maybe? I've never heard of that before. But thanks, Natty, for getting in touch. Quite unusual, actually, I suppose, for New York to be a little bit cooler. Maybe you've sent your weather over here, because it is warm outside. I mean, it's not even that warm. It's just that I'm a northerner, so as soon as it gets to, like, above 10 degrees C, I'm like that. Woohoo! Sweltering. Do keep your messages coming in on social. We do love to hear from you. We really do.
So I have a friend, a Facebook friend. She lives in Arizona.
Nice.
And the other day, it was 114.
I mean, really?
Because she said, I made the mistake today of going for a walk.
Oh,
I won't be doing that again.
No, I bet. Bless her.
So
that looks great already.
You could see, so this is our Centura Pearl. It's a 310 GSM. And I always find, actually, if you run a paper through, it doesn't cut as well. Because you can't add extra like your magnetic shimmer or anything like that. So if you running our papers through it, I would always add. So I would put your paper on, and then I'd add a shim of card. Then it gives it that extra pressure to cut into it. So if you found that you're cutting in thinner papers or card, it's not quite cutting through. Obviously you can't add your plates, so do that. Add an extra shim on whichever side you feel isn't cut through properly. But this is cut through like butter, but again, this is 310 GSM, so it's absolutely perfect for that. And then, so that is it. That's your two sides. This looks beautiful when you cut it out in our black Centura pearl as well. But just using any of our Centura pearl, it's all just beautiful. So we're going to pop this on. I'm going to use my dotty tape pen.
Okay. Louise messaged in saying, hello Michelle and Becky and Susu team. Been looking forward to seeing all the creative ideas for the double-sided dies. My absolute favourite. Thank you for that message. Do you mind letting me know, Laurie, why they are your favourites? Why you love them so much? Just because I'm thinking there'll be some new people at home who've maybe not actually seen double-sided dies in practice before, maybe never given them a try. Just drop me a little message and just let me know what it is about them that you absolutely adore. That'd be wonderful. Thank you very much.
I think the thing as well is they're not the same. They're totally unique designs on these. You're not going to be able to buy a normal or two normal dies that are going to match these up. So there's some beautiful designs with these as well. This is my favourite, I think, in these, but I love the Santa one. So the one with the Santa sleigh.
Oh, yes.
I love that one. It's absolutely fabulous. So we're going to pop that. I mean, if that's not Christmas in 3 pieces of card there, I don't know what is. So we're going to pop that on there, but I'm just going to cut this piece down. So this one is measuring 4 by 6. So we're just going to cut this piece down.
Okay.
And the reason being is because the demo that I've got that I was going to do, I'm not doing anymore. So I'm just winging it at the minute. So 4, because I really wanted to use this one. The one I've got is with the poinsettias, or poinsettias.
You do the same as me. I think I say it wrong all the time, and as I'm saying it, I'm going, that's not how you pronounce it, but I just roll with it.
There we go. So, and again, I've left a nice lovely border with that one. So let's just, so what I'm going to do is round those intricate bits. I'm going to use my dotty, and then round the edge I'll probably go in with my straight one. But again, so I'm putting this straight onto green. But if you turn it over, you can either paper piece in with other colours, or you can just put sort of blocks of card behind, so each barbel's a different colour. So, you know, many different options to use with these.
That's always good. And don't forget, massive discount on this. If you do head on over to our website, you'll be able to see loads of double-sided dies that we've got on the show for you today. Some of them 75% off. So well worth a little nosy. And don't forget that if you have got any questions about double-sided dies, or maybe the type of glue that Michelle's using or whatever, do feel free to message us in. The way you can get in touch is at the bottom of your screen, and it is free to get in touch with us. And if you are watching and it is currently 14, 17 and 59 seconds, then you are watching us live. That's here in the UK, of course. And you can message in and Michelle will be able to help you out. So do feel free to get your questions in.
So I have just got a card that is 6 by 8 and 2/8 of an inch. So just going to mat some of that lovely gold onto there. I've got this lovely paper that's from our, I think it's from our poinsettia collection, Christmas one. So let me just make sure that's the right way. I've already put my gems on in preparation, and then totally changed the demo that I was going to do. You can see I have, because I've got craft card behind it that did have a border on, but I've cut it down because I wanted to do something a little different to the one that I already had. Got you.
I found out about finger lakes. Well, I say I found out. I've done now. I've just read these fabulous messages in from Georgianne and from Kim. Finger lakes are 5 lakes next to each other, so it's shaped like a hand. So there's Lake Ontario, is it? Lake Michigan, Lake Huron, Lake Erie, and you couldn't remember the 5th, but then Kim swooped in with Lake Superior.
Oh.
I've never heard of finger lakes. That's really cool. Hey, up, I don't half learn stuff here. Thanks very much. I I should know that. I did geography at school as well. Big into lakes I was back in the day. Ooh. When it was all about volcanoes and stuff like that, they lost me. But lakes, oh yeah, all over it. I'll point out an oxbow lake anytime you like. I don't know why that sounds a little bit rude, but it's not. I don't mind telling you about oxbow lakes. Anyway, do keep your messages coming in if you like.
So I've just got my string and I'm just going round those edges. Let me trim that down. There we go.
That's so lovely.
And then we're going to put some of this on some foam. it allows me to be able to wrap as much string around the back as I want, and then not have to worry about sticking it down, because if you go back in with some foam, there's no problem there.
Loads of different types of finger lakes now. People are messaging in. Big fan. Do you have a favourite lake, Michelle?
No. I think all lakes are equally beautiful.
Oh, stop it. What, are you a lake politician?
I was being Switzerland there.
I'm a fan of Lake Windermere.
Yeah. We do have some beautiful lakes, don't we?
Mm. You know the Lake District?
Yeah.
From my memory, this might be wrong now, but from my memory, in the Lake District, there's only like one lake.
Is there?
Might be right. I used to live there, should know, but pretty sure that's right.
I must admit, I'm really rubbish with things like geography, stuff like that. It's definitely not my
Forte.
No.
What was your number one subject at school, do you reckon?
Drama.
Yeah.
I was very good at drama.
Yeah. Did you ever
anything
have any
else?
key roles in school plays, for example?
No,
Okay.
no. I was too shy to do that.
Oh, bless you.
I mean, I did the drama, and I was happy to do it in
Class.
drama class and stuff. But when it came to doing that and auditioning, I just never did.
Oh.
I was too chicken.
Oh.
I'd have probably spoke too much, and they'd have been like, "Oh my God, someone stop her!"
Yeah, just improvising like Romeo and Juliet, and you're just the script goes down from the balcony. Hey up, Romeo, get up these stairs, you. That was quite a good impression of you, actually, I thought.
That was very
It
good.
was quite good.
In fact, I had to look twice to see if it was me talking.
Oh, you're funny.
So again, just from the same paper pad, it had some toppers in the back. So this is from the poinsettia collection, the original one that we brought out. So it's got those lovely toppers in, and then we're just going to pop that on there. So I've just got a foam pad on the back to make it the same height as that. And then I'm just going to put a little bit of tape where that's going to sit on there. It's going to pop in the corner, and I'm not too bothered that I'm covering one of my baubles up. You can still see lots of the other ones.
Yeah.
But then let me just, last but not least, let's just make a little bow.
Oh. It's amazing how that twine really does lift it, isn't it? And I know you didn't use a massive amount, but it just adds another element of tactility, doesn't it, really?
It does. And I love this twine, and I think that's another thing that we forget to use. A little bit twine or coloured string, anything that you've got like that that's in your stash at home.
Yeah.
Yeah, you sort of forget. You always go for that little bit of ribbon rather than a little bit of twine or string.
Lovely.
There we go. So that is that lovely creator card die. Oh, wait a minute. Now, there it is. There you go.
That
Christmas
is
in a card.
Absolutely beautiful. And Nee, I think, has summarised it perfectly, saying this card brings cool vibes in this summery temp. I absolutely agree. It's lovely, isn't it? Thank you so much for showing us that. That's just make one. We've got loads more to come. But if you do want to recreate this festive ornaments is the one that the lovely Michelle herself has just worked with. You have got this design, and also you're getting Oh Little Town, and bringing to you your pretty poinsettias, and I have got for you your snowflake smooches, snowflake kisses, but you know. We are bringing to you all of these. Huge discount there. You're looking around 70% discount on these ones today. It's a buy one, get three free. Simple as that. And it's not stopping there. If you are feeling like you fancy bringing the cool, let me bring to you our special layerable toppers. And these again work with that same double-sided die formation. But the wonderful thing about these is they are going to create accents, elements, focals, but also in a way embellishments for your fabulous makes, whether it be cards, boxes, whatever you set your mind to. I want to start by showing you our Rocky Robin. This is our fabulous Christmas Robin. Now, if you were watching earlier on, the lovely Michelle's already made something with this today. And we had some messages in saying, you know, if you change the colour palette, it could be different types of birds, which is so absolutely true. So again, you've got the opportunity here to create this wonderful layerable bird design. I have also got for you the Star of Wonder, or as Michelle likes to call it, the long star. We have got for you this lovely selection of designs. And as you can see, just in case you are brand new to this, you've got these dies which have got different finishes, sort of designs, let's say, upon them. Once you run them through, they're going to cut out different elements, which you can just use alone. Like, I love that as an embellishment. Does anyone else think it's got a touch of the sort of Frozen about it, hasn't it? That'd be great. But actually, if you do layer them up, this is the style of design that you get, just in case you are new. That's your Star of Wonder. I've got your festive bauble as well here. And again, just look at this section here alone. For me, although yes, it looks great all lined up, I'd think about using that on like vintage cards. It's got a touch of the, oh, what's that TV show where they all wear the big dresses and they're all snogging each other all the time? Bridgerton, 10 points. It's got a touch of the Bridgerton about it in here for me, and I think it's quite ornate. Then I'm bringing to you your joyful wreath. I really like this one because actually I think depending on how you use these, you could actually even make it like an Easter wreath as well. Maybe take out more of the wintry designs, but just layer it up in a different way. Maybe with flowers you've already got at home, you can make it into a summer one as well. I've got Mr. Snowman. Oh, we love this snowman. His face is just so jolly. And the wonderful thing is you don't have to be, you know, have drawing skills to be able to do this, because even the likes of his little carrot nose are all cut out for you. And then I'm bringing to you your O Christmas tree, and this one for me is really a massive showstopper because you are, well, as you can see, getting a vast amount of elements within. So if you do love these ones, then you're getting the two of those ones today, so you can kind of mix and match and use them in different ways. We have got all of these fabulous different designs for you, 7 in total of the different designs, and today should be £140 nearly. Or nearly £170. It's actually only £40.47 or $50.89, which is exceptional. If you are watching us live now, let us know which ones of those you're going to make with first, because they are absolutely divine. And whilst you're messaging, let us know which one you're going to make with first. Which of these are you going to make with first, Michelle?
I'm going to use the long star.
Oh, lovely, our favourite, the long star.
You know, to you lot, we're going to use Star of Wonder,
right.
But to me, it's the long one. I just couldn't think of the names. I talk with my hands way too much. So when I'm doing this, and I know what I'm thinking about, obviously I'm thinking long star, I'm just assuming you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And I don't need to carry on.
Are you any good at charades? No, didn't think so.
You would think I would be, but no. No.
Me either, to be fair.
I think this Play Your Craft Rights has shown how rubbish I am at all games.
No, you are not. You beat me.
Yeah, but by default, it doesn't really count, does it?
No, I say it does.
So Star of Wonder, you've got 2 lovely long stars in here, and again, both double-sided. And just looking at them, so you can sort of relatively see which side is going to be which. You can see that there's lots more to cut on that side than there is that. And again, with this one, you can see that this one is going to be the base because the die, the edge, the cutting edge is right up to the edges, whereas this, it's it's further in. So you know that it's relatively, with this one, it's a lot simpler. The back piece. So if you're cutting with that piece, it is going to be your back piece. So, and again, have a play with your colours. And if you get it wrong, it really doesn't matter because you've probably just come up with a new colour combination. So no harm with that at all. So I have got our hint of silver Centura pearl that I'm going to use there. And again, I know I'm taping it over there, but you've seen that it doesn't make any difference at all. It cuts through perfectly. And then I've got some silver, which isn't quite long enough. Let me cut another piece.
Jill's messaging with a fun fact on Finger Lakes. So Lake Superior, the largest lake, covers 32,000 square miles, which is larger than Scotland.
Wow.
Scotland. A lake larger than Scotland. I actually can't get my head around that. Because I've seen a bit of Scotland. Not the whole thing, but Scotland, even on a map, pretty ginormous. That is a fabulous fact. Thank you. So that's Lake Superior, the largest lake.
Wow.
That's amazing. Thank you for that. Also, Alison is just wants to mention that as well as lakes, she's a big fan of lochs. Me too. Yeah, I like a loch. Have you ever been to Loch Ness?
No.
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 You've been to Loch Lomond, have you, Jamie? What did you think of it? Yes, it was nice. Oh, they can put that in the tourist guide, can't they?
Do you know, when I found out that that was an actual loch and not just a song, my mind was blown.
Sorry, you thought
Loch
the Loch Ness
Lomond.
Monster... Oh, Loch Lomond was
Yeah,
just a
the
song?
song, yeah.
Oh, yeah, no, real place.
But to be fair, I was a lot younger when someone actually said, this is what it is, and I was like, oh, I thought we just sung about something that was a loch.
Oh.
It is real.
George is saying that the Loch Ness Monster he used to think was real. And, George, I think a lot of people will agree with you on that.
Absolutely. There's been many a sighting.
Some people have seen them, or so they think. Or was it just a boat with a funny-shaped sail? Ooh. Do you know my thing with stuff like Loch Ness Monster spottings or whatever? Even with today's technology, the photos always blurry.
I
aren't they?
know.
Always. It's a shame, really. But I suppose Loch Ness Monsters probably doesn't like being papped, does it?
I can't see that it does. Yeah, it's probably just a bit camera shy.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I wonder how old the Loch Ness Monster is.
Well, I mean, they've been searching for him for a really long time, so... very old.
Oh, sometimes it really is like watching Attenborough on here, isn't it?
Right, so there we go. So there's my stat. I've got it a little bit stuck in my my die. It's got a little bit of sticky on there from when I took it off the plastic, and it has just pulled up my paper, the coating on that cardstock just a little bit, but that's okay because once that is over the top, you absolutely can't see it, so no problem.
Perfect.
So let's just move those to the side, and then let me get rid of all my mess, and then we'll just layer this up. So it just looks beautiful. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to bring in my pale fig, and just looking for a dauber. So where is my pick? There it is. So again, I'm just bringing in my scrap piece of card, and we're just going to put a little bit of ink. And it's very, very hard to say pale fig because you always want to say pale pig.
Do you?
Yes.
Yeah, now you've said it, I can understand with that, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just looking up more finger lakes now. There's loads of them,
Oh, yeah.
by all accounts, yeah. There's one called Hemlock, then there's another one called Canadice, which I think sounds like a sort of fizzy pop that you'd get like from the 80s. Do you know what I mean? I don't know why. Yeah, there's loads of them. Skinny at less. Skinny Atlas. Skinny Atlas. Skinny Atlas. Yeah. Hey, look, there's loads. I'm looking at pictures and everything now. Amazing.
I think sometimes, though, you forget when, you know, someone says, oh, yeah, there's a lake over here that's as big as Scotland.
Yeah.
But I think you also forget, I mean, how many times would Britain itself fit into America?
Oh, yeah,
I think you sort of forget that, don't you? That we're so tiny in comparison that it's not really surprising that they have a lake or anything that's as big as us.
Really good point. Yeah. We're a very small island. Oh, hey up, Lily's joining us. Lily! Lovely to have you with us. Where have you been? Lily said, good morning, Becky, Michelle and team and all my crafty friends playing catch-up this morning. And I was thrilled to see Becky and Michelle. Oh, thanks. And that you're focusing on double-sided dies. I have many and have yet to try them out. Lily, really? Is there anything that's holding you back in that? Are you a bit worried about trying them? If you are, do message in with anything that might be, you know, puzzling you, and do feel free to ask Michelle to give you a little boost, really, because it is one of those, isn't it, Michelle, that, you know, once you try them, you get a little bit hooked, right?
Yes, you definitely do. And I think as soon as someone hears double-sided dies, you automatically think, oh, that sounds a bit tricky. And it's absolutely not. There's no difficultiness to it. The only difficultiness to it is me trying to say the actual correct term.
No difficulty.
Yeah, no difficulty to it all. It's just a little bit of a different sandwich, a little bit of a different way to put them together, but it's not hard at all. So that is my little star.
That's so
my
lovely.
long star. And you see how I've put it together. It just comes together so simple, so beautiful. So I'm just going to pop it to the side because I have got a card that we're going to pop it onto. So I've already die cut this out ready. I've used one of those, so the edgeables. I think it's the snowflake one that I've used.
Yes, it is, yeah.
So it is just short of 6 by 6. And what I did was exactly the same. I've just run it through, but I positioned it on the piece of card rather than just cutting it out into a scrap piece.
I see.
Layered the top one on there, and then it's come out and it layers up beautifully. So we're just going to pop that together.
Laurie, you mentioned that they absolutely love double-sided dies, as messaged in, because I asked what it is about them. Thanks for messaging back, Laurie. Says, I love them, Becky, because they give a look of deeper dimension, three-dimensional without having to use foam pads. With the flower double-sided dies, it gives you a realistic look of shading without having to colour them in. That's a really good point, actually. Yeah, when you get that, it's almost like a drop shadow in a way, isn't it, on some of them, that if you did want that 3D effect, it really could take quite a bit of time to colour it in or edge it in. So that's a really good point. Thank you for that, Laurie. Yeah, so they do give a fabulous 3D effect, don't they?
They really do. And again, they're unique designs that you're going to get in here. So you're not going to get anything like this anywhere else. And they are, but they're fun to use as well. So it's not just a means to an end. You're actually having fun when you're using these. And plus, you know, because it's we've got the, you know, this is Sarah's technology. You know that you're not going to be finding this anywhere else because she's just that clever.
I love that. Just that clever. So we're talking lakes now, the Great Lakes. So Lake Superior is part of the Great Lakes apparently, as is Lake Erie and Lake Michigan, and the ones that, who was it messaging about before? I've forgotten your name, sorry about that. So the Great Lakes, oh, but then someone's saying that they border the United States and Canada, surround Michigan. Oh, I'm confused now. But yeah, by the looks of it, basically, a lot of people knowing a lot about lakes right now, and I feel like I need to be getting my because I don't think I've seen any lakes in America, but I've not been to that many places in America. You've been, haven't you, Michelle?
Yeah, we went to Florida.
I remember you saying
and then
Florida.
we went on to Cocoa Beach.
What's Cocoa Beach?
It's the most beautiful beach I've ever been to, I must admit.
I love that.
So we did the holiday that we did was a week in Florida, so we did all the theme parks.
Oh, fab.
And then we did a week at Cocoa Beach, and it was the most beautiful place. And to get to it, we had to go over this bridge, but the bridge was literally the same level as the water, which was...
Oh, wow.
So it was, you know, my mum was terrified because she's scared of water, she's scared of heights, she's scared of, well, she was. So we was crossing this bridge one day and there was this terrible storm and so the sea or the water is lapping over the road that you're driving up.
Oh, wow.
And we thought it was the most fascinating thing we've ever seen. I think that everyone in England could hear Mum screaming.
Oh, bless.
I shouldn't laugh, I'm sorry.
Oh,
you know.
bless her. That sounds amazing, though.
But it was just the most beautiful place. It was absolutely fascinating. It really was.
That's incredible.
And the added bonus was, you know, we got to give Mum a bit of a scare, which, you know, was always hilarious.
You're a mischief, you are.
So that was just a little long, so I'm just trimming it down, and I know I've cut it a little wide as well.
Hey, Lillian's just had a great spot out of a window. Lillian saying the birds were making a lot of noise outside this morning. I looked out to see a bright green parakeet sitting in the cherry tree.
Wow.
The magpies were swooping at him. Oh no! But wow, what an incredible spot. Lillian, where are you based? Is it the UK? That's incredible, wow. Also, what a lovely picture you paint. A green parakeet and a cherry tree. How nice.
Yeah. So I've got this lovely star that I'm gonna
that looks so
pop
pretty.
right in the middle. I just felt it like it sort of elongates the top and the bottom and connects them together. So just one foam pad on the top. And the good thing is as well, I've got a couple of extra little bits there that I can decorate up with if I want.
I love that.
So we're just going to pop that on there. And so that pale fig that I used, obviously it's tying in the colours on the back piece of card there. And then I've just got a very Merry Christmas to you. I do have some gems, but I'm not going to put them on. I don't feel it needs it.
Okay.
But I do have a bow. And again, I'm not sure if it needs the bow. I think it's a bit too much. So I think I'm going to leave it like that.
I think it was beautiful like that.
With that as it is. So that is, so using the edibles, the Christmas edibles as well, but that's that Star of Wonder. I just think it's beautiful.
That looks astonishing. Already loads of people messaging in. Mary is saying, wow, what a beautiful star, Michelle. Gilmore is saying, OMG, this is stunning. Linda's also just talking about Cocoa Beach, saying, oh, it's beautiful, Michelle. There's absolutely loads and loads of you. Eve's also saying, two left-handed people on show, way to represent. I know, yeah, two left-handed people. Doesn't happen that often. Wow, what a card, sorry, says Barbara. Plenty of you absolutely loving that. And if you would like to make one yourself, it is in this bundle. We are bringing to you today a magnitude of different characters, textures and designs, all in your double-sided layerable topper dies. We are bringing to you 7 different feature pieces. This is the one, of course, that the lovely Michelle's just worked with. And as you can see, you can layer them, top and tail them. You're getting accessories with them. You can use these in whichever form you like to create something that is unique, individual, and quite frankly, smile-inducing. Because I think these are, aren't they? The snowman in particular, he just he's got such life about him. He's got a really happy chops, happy face. And you're also getting the Oh Christmas Tree. So all of these designs you are going to be getting as part of this deal. And as you can see, dramatic saving. You are saving way more than you are spending on this today. And that platinum price is just insatiable, isn't it? So if you do want to seize the moment, now is most certainly your chance to do so on those double-sided. If you do want to get started on these though, you will need the plates. Now the plates that Michelle was using then, you saw her using, they do look slightly different to the plates that you get in your set when you get your Gemini. These ones are a must-have if you're working with your double-sided die. They truly are like an imperative. It means that you're going to get that nice, crisp, clean finish each and every time. And also, in essence, it's a way of protecting and adding longevity, actually, to the original plates that you've got. So this is the ones that you have that you're going to be getting in this bundle. I've got your larger size for your double-sided dies, and I've got your junior size as well. So this is kind of for your original. This is for your junior. But of course, if you've got the original, then the junior will run through. If you've just got like a quick few things to do, or the smaller ones, this is the best way of grabbing it. Again, with that discount deal, it is well worth a go. And whilst you're there, let me remind you that you have got that discount available at this moment in time, which means that if you're buying 2 treats, then you are going to be able to get 5% discount. If you buy 4 treats, it's a 10% discount, up to 6 treats where you can get 15% discount. Have a little look on our website, you'll see it on the banner there, you'll find out more about it. But that is the deal and treat that we've got on today. So I thought I would mention that because you may well want to add another little treat to your basket, and this may well be it. It's our weekend super saver, and this is a fantastic bag, absolutely chocked full of mystery treats. Now, if you do like it to be a mystery, because you just like that, you know, delivery person sort of waddling down your drive, you know, because they're just packed full of all of the weight of the things you've treated yourself to, and you just want to get it and open it and be surprised, look away now. I'll tell you when to look back. We have got in this absolutely oodles of goodies. I mean, how perfect would this be for the card that the lovely Michelle made earlier on, you know, the one with the baubles? These would be great, wouldn't they? Because remember, we used something similar. We have also got in here a massive amount of treats that once you purchase them, so long as you look after them, you never need to buy again. And some of them, as you saw just then, are quite sizable. Some of them, though, are actually quite dainty. So there's lots of different ones that you can work with here, and many of them as well are not just kind of for your traditional card making. I mean, what is traditional card making, right? Because there's kind of so many different layers to it, but it's not just for that. There's so many different elements in here, whether it's for your mixed media pieces, whether it's cards for, you know, ladies, gents who are 77, 107, you know, there's a lot in here to make a lot of people smile. So if you do want to seize the moment, 14 massive treats in there. You can look back now if you were looking away. 14 major good treats in there for you, and as I say, a lot of them are going to keep you smiling and making day after day, month after month, year after year. If you do want to seize the moment, here is your details. That is your price. That is your savings. So do seize the moment on that one. Hey, I'll tell you what. Whilst you are seizing the moment, why don't you head on over to our website, check out if there's any other dies or any other wonderful plates or any other consumables that you might need. Pop them in your basket right now. Check out your basket whilst we have a little look at this.
Welcome to Crafters TV. With more than 35 hours of live shows each week, it's your home for all things craft. We shine the spotlight on new and innovative crafting products with live tutorials and demonstrations. Join our family of craft experts where fun happens every day.
Quiet. The neighbours. I'm all out of Zoom. I'm so lost without you. I'm not singing. Lisa, if you email in, don't send a picture of your air fryer. Make sure it's something creative.
Get creative and craft along. With our amazing deals, your next craft project is just a click away. Tune in live 7 days a week, or you can watch us on Catch Up at crafterscompanion.com, Facebook, or our YouTube channels. You can chat to us, craft along, and meet new friends by joining our online crafting community.
You entertain us. You give us a community to talk, in the chat. That wouldn't happen without you guys. It's like Crafters Companion is magical. There's magic here.
Joy, there's not a dry eye in the studio here. Debbie's welling up, I'm welling up.
There's a show for every type of crafter, from first-time dabblers to full-time makers. Crafters TV. Create every day. Quick Buy. All your crafting must-haves in a flash. Make your die cutting tools last as long as your love for crafting with the Gemini Accessories clear cutting plates. Your metal dies are put under lots of pressure with each pass through your Gemini die cutting machine. So to make sure they cut crisp, clean, delicate designs for years to come, you need to look after your dies, and that's where the Gemini Accessories clear cutting plates come in. Quick Buy. Get yours now.
Welcome back. Thanks for joining us today. What have you treated yourself to in the break? Go on, tell us. I know you've bought something. Come on, just let us know. Share. Do feel free to message us in if you have treated yourself to something today from us here at Crafters TV. Or maybe you've just treated yourself to something, like, I don't know, a double choc chip brownie or whatever it might be. Do feel free to message us in. And whilst you're doing that, let's have a little look more into our masterclass today, all about our unique, individual, eye-catching and so easy to use double-sided dies. The ones I want to talk to you about first off are our wonderful toppers, and we are getting 3 different designs within this image die selection. So I'm going to start off with All of My Hearts, that wonderful heart-shaped design, and we are going to have a demo on this one shortly. I've also got in here for you your floral mandala. I love this one. It feels like quite hypnotic. Also for me, actually, depending on the colours you use, it's almost got kind of a bit of a 60s fashion print, almost twiggy style look to it, depends on the colours you use, so I think that could be really good fun. And then I've got your sweet cupcake, which lovely Michelle demonstrated earlier on, and she proved how using colours that maybe aren't cupcake-esque, or you wouldn't expect to go along with, say, a cupcake or a strawberry, it still works. And for me, that is to do with the quality of these and the quality of the imagery, that even using unusual colours, you can still see that wonderful cake design. We have got these 3 here for you today, and Michelle, you've got some lovely examples over there, haven't you?
I do. I've got some of the design team's fabulous samples to show you, because, I'm saying it's just a topper. I want to show you that it's not just a topper, that you can have lots of fun with these. So, of course, we've got that beautiful cupcake to start with. And again, all your different card bases, your designs that you can be using to really show off these designs. And we've got that lovely heart.
Oh, love that. Cute.
Oh, twisted. There we go.
Adorable.
So you've got 2. Obviously, you don't just have to use the one. You've got 2 at the top, and then you've got 1 down there.
Lovely.
And you can see it's been partially paper pieced in. So with these, you've got the ability to do that as well. I love that. So this one, what were you saying? Sort of 60-ish?
Yeah, totally. That really is.
Absolutely beautiful.
Yeah.
And those so the design, this side, sorry, are just our nested circle dies that have just been put on there, and it is a very 60s design on there.
Yes, lovely.
So there you've got this one.
But a totally different feel with that one.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's just sort of the front on the gatefold card, but then, where am I? Wait, there we go. And you've got it used to make that background with, so just cutting out the that piece in black gives you that beautiful background. And again, so we've got a huge tower of cupcakes. What's better than 1 cupcake? 3 cupcakes. And then mixing and matching. So we've got, so that is one of our double-sided edgeable dies that has been used here. And then again, so you've got this one, it has been cut out, it has been paper pieced in, and it has been used to make that beautiful background. But then if I bring this one in, in those totally different colours, totally different effects. They're just so beautiful, so versatile. You are going to have so much fun with these if you haven't already got them. And if you have, then you know how much fun they are.
It's just wonderful. Thank you for showing us those. If you've been inspired, now is your chance to seize the moment on those, especially when you've got such a dramatic discount. I mean, you're saving £66 or nearly $84. Now, I don't know about you, but if I find 66 pence on the floor, I'm like, yeah, it's like I've won the lottery. £66 you're saving yourself on this today. And if savings are for you and you are joining us from the US, then can I just remind you that tonight we are celebrating Totally Tiffany's anniversary. It's the 2nd year anniversary here with us, joining with Totally Tiffany, joining the Crafters family, and we have got some mega treats on for you today. If you do want, again, you know, US lovely lot, if you do want to treat yourself, the show's coming up later to find out more. These are the codes that we are talking about. Each code, just as a reminder, it's just valid the one time. So use these codes whilst you have the opportunity, and you can kind of shop ahead if you wanted to. And again, US, you lot tonight, we've got a Totally Tiffany takeover. And for anyone who isn't entirely sure about Totally Tiffany, it is, to put a very sort of basic spin on it, serious storage solutions, but there is actually loads more that Tiffany does too. But head on over to our website and you can have a little look at those ones. So we'll bring that to you in a bit. Shall we get inspired by the lovely Michelle, who's going to be working with these lovely layered top double-sided designs. So we're bringing a bit of love to the situation, aren't we?
You went all Barry White on me then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did a bit, didn't I?
A bit love.
Yeah. It's uncanny, isn't it?
It really is. All of my heart we're going to be using. I love this one. I know I say it every time, but we are allowed to love that much stuff. So again,
it's not unlimited, is it, love?
No.
Don't run out.
Absolutely not. So base plate, this special plate, and then we're going to put our card down and then deciding on which side of the die that we're going to be placing down. Again, some of them are quite easy to decipher which is which, so that is my full solid side. So I'm going to pop that onto the craft card, and again I always tape it in place because you haven't got the ability to use your magnetic shim in here to hold these in place. And again, that tiny little bit of tape doesn't make no difference at all. So craft, and then I've got, again, so I was going to use white, but I've still got this next to me, a little bit of that hint of silver, Centura Pearl. So I thought I'll use that one instead. So that's going to pop on there. And then I've got two lovely peachy colours. Now this is a paper. So I'm wondering how it's going to cut through, because I've got quite thick card there, and we're going to pop this on. We're going to see how this goes.
Okay.
So again, if you are using a paper or a really thinner cardstock and it doesn't quite cut when you run it through, again, you're just going to, so if that's going to go on the top, you're just going to pop an extra shim on the top.
Okay.
And then it'll give you that ability to cut through. But
Got you.
we'll pop it through.
All right.
See how it goes. So again, I'm just going to tape them in place. There's nothing more annoying. I mean, I know it's only a little piece of card, but there isn't nothing more annoying than running it through and your die slipped a little bit. Like really, it's just, you know, we all have those little things that annoy us, like the ironing.
Some people love ironing.
My mum used to iron everything. Now, I don't know if it's a generation thing.
Go on.
Undies, socks, handkerchiefs,
Iron socks?
everything.
Well, I never.
Everything. Oh, and she had to get it right. If your knickers had a crease in the wrong place, she steamed it and ironed it out.
Do you see what I mean about I never know what's going to come out of Michelle's mouth? Do you know what I mean? I think you've summarised it perfectly there. Creases in knickers. You're welcome.
Only on Crafters TV.
Oh, you make me smile.
But do you know what? It's just as much as a surprise to me.
Yeah,
what
yeah,
comes
yeah.
out.
No,
It's,
no,
you know,
I completely feel that. Yeah, if you at home have like a favourite chore, because I know some people love ironing. I'm not an ironer, but hoovering for me, yeah, I do like a bit of a hoover me. Yeah, I can come round and do your house, can I? I mean, I don't like it that much. But if I had to do one, you know, you can get your Mrs. Doubtfire on, can't you? Like, so, woo!
Yes.
Dance moves, yeah. Oh, no, I like it, I do.
Do you know, I watched that the other week.
Did you?
In fact, I was watching it with Becky Swan up at the house.
Yeah, yeah.
And there was a scene that came on, and Mrs. Doubtfire had a skirt on that was the same fabric as our fabric, you know, our floral purple and grey fabric that we have our bags and totes in and stuff. Honest to God, Mrs. Doubtfire has got that fabric on her skirt.
I never.
Because, I mean, you know, there's not Sky there, so we couldn't pause it and rewind it, you know, to screenshot it. But it's there.
I'm going to have to watch that back now then.
See, we was ahead of our time.
Yeah, yeah.
So let me... And the good thing about this is, look, you've got those 3 lovely hearts there as well that you can either put back in the middle or just use on the rest of your card as that decorative element.
Caitlin, our superstar, is saying, my favourite chore is cleaning the bathroom. I don't even know why. It's just so relaxing. You disagree with that, I can tell. It's written all over your face. There is, do you know what, I can't stand tidying, but cleaning, I'm all right with.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
I'm quite happy to come up here and do my work and leave it to Ben at home.
Oh, I love that, yeah, yeah.
But Ben's a bit OCD, so if he gets the hoover out to hoover, I'll say, do you want me to do that? Knowing that he's going to say no.
Yeah.
Because I don't do it right.
No, no, no.
So there's just
Get
no
that.
point, because he'll only have to do it again, and, you know,
Yeah, it's a great
who
point.
am I to argue? And he's watching now. He's like, I'm on to you.
Yeah, I bet, yeah. Jules has a message saying, I can't wear my clothes unless I iron them. So Jules is a little bit of a fan of an iron. There is something nice about, like, an ironed pillowcase, isn't there? Do you know what I mean? There's something,
Yes.
just a bit extra. I mean, I don't do it.
Oh,
but
no.
I've
no.
seen it in hotels. Oh, lovely.
It exists somewhere.
Yeah, it does, yeah, yeah.
But then I remember being really little and watching my gran starch the shirts before she ironed them. So she used to spray it with the starch and then iron. So it's definitely a generational thing.
Yeah, we don't really. Well, I don't do any ironing. I'll be honest. The only reason I own an iron is for craft. But yeah, starch used to be a really big thing. I don't know if people use it. It used to like get into your school uniform. You could hardly move because it was just so starch. Yeah. Oh.
Because I can always remember thinking, oh, I hope I don't have to do that when I get older. And I don't.
And you don't. You've reached your goal. I love it.
So
Laura is saying, I love Totally Tiffany storage. Laura, get yourself over to our website. And if you are in the US, don't forget to watch later. If you do love Totally Tiffany storage, let us know maybe which one you love the most and why. Do feel free to message him.
So, you know, I'm still waiting for Tiffany to bring out a Michelle bag.
Right.
Maybe that would have, like, openings that don't close, you know, a bit like my mouth.
I don't really know what to say to that.
No, that's okay. Most people don't. Oh. So that is my layered up hat, and if I just flick it, you can see how that Centura pearl, the hint of silver just catches in there beautifully.
Definitely.
So I love that. So we're just gonna, so I've got my 3 hearts as well. I'm not gonna get rid of them. I'm gonna use those on my card that I'm gonna pop together. So let's just bring in this. So we're gonna do a double Z fold. So I'm over today and tomorrow. I'm trying to incorporate quite a few different bases that people asked for. So I did say that I was doing a craft along, and if there's anything anyone wanted to see, with the dies that I was going to use, then to let me know. So I had quite a few suggestions for different card bases. So today and tomorrow I'm going to do a few, and this was one, a double Z fold someone asked for. And although I'm not doing it on my craft along, I'm still doing it here. So it still counts, I think, technically.
Mary has just sent me a message that made me do a double take, which is quite unusual for a message. But I think when I get to the bit, I'm going to reverse it a bit, but I think when I get to the section, you'll know what I'm talking about that made me double take. She says, I have to admit that I used to iron my t-shirts, sweatshirts, jeans, even when I was a teenager. My mother-in-law used to iron the sheets and my ex-husband's underwear and shoelaces.
Shoelaces?
Shoelaces! Yeah.
Wow.
My mother-in-law used to iron the sheets, my ex-husband's shoelaces and underwear. That double took me, that.
That's
shoelaces.
Even one up on my mum.
That's extra, that is.
Wow.
To be honest, I've never looked at a shoelace and thought, few too many
shoelaces.
wrinkles in that.
They're a bit creased.
Yeah, a bit crinkly. That's
Sort it out.
brilliant. I've never heard of that before.
That's funny. Right, so this size, I will let you know the sizes. So it is 11 6/8 by just under 6 inches. And then obviously I've scored it in half and half again, and that's how you get your Z fold. But, so what I tend to do is let me bring it this way. I will leave it all connected to put my score lines in first, and then I will cut the strip off, because then I know they're in exactly the same right place that I need them to be. Because sometimes with a double Z fold, even that tiniest little bit of a difference between this and this, you get a little bit of a bow when you try to fold it.
Yeah.
So I find if you do that, it absolutely stops that from happening. So this is absolutely one of my favourite papers ever. In fact, this one with those hearts.
Yeah.
It's I did a box a little while ago with that paper pad. We did the paper piecing on the lid. It looked lovely, but I just love that. I need a paper pad. I need a pad of like just 48 sheets of just that one there with the hearts on.
That's lovely.
There we go. Right.
Lots of you talking about ironing now, which I'm a big fan of. Pammy says, my mother-in-law irons everything. It's definitely a generational thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes if there's like a little section of an outfit that's ruffled, it's supposed to going upstairs, getting the ironing out, getting the ironing board out and plugging it in and setting it up, and it always falls on your fingers, doesn't it, and all the rest of it, and you're like, ugh, and then you put it up and it sort of collapses. Instead of doing that, hair straighteners, just whoop, done.
Yes.
I use some straighteners more to iron my clothes more than I do my iron, yeah.
I keep saying I'm going to get a steamer.
Ooh,
You know, a clothes steamer.
Yeah.
They're not as expensive as they used to be.
No.
So I do keep thinking to myself, actually, I might just have to treat myself to one.
Can you use them on like most fabrics, do you think?
I would imagine so, because it's only steam, so I would imagine as long as you don't have it too high. So if you sort of used it on like a chiffony material, it was too high.
Yeah.
I would imagine it might not go down too well. But other than that, I can't see why not.
Oh, that is so clever. Producer James saying that when he used to work on the cruise ships, he used to get his shirts and put them in the shower, and then the steam would... I mean, that's clever,
Steam
that
out.
is. That's genius. Yeah. When I used to work on cruise ships, I just used to have creases in all my uniforms. I did not think of doing that. Oh my goodness. Mary has messaged in again saying, oh yes, Becky. This is shoelace, Mary. Oh yes, Becky. She would wash and iron all of the flat shoelaces. I told him when we got married that I would not be ironing his shoelaces or his underwear. I love that, Mary. But also quite an unusual conversation to have with someone, isn't it? I can't imagine ever saying to someone, I'm not going to iron your shoelaces, because it's not something that would come to my mind, but I love that, Mary. That's so funny.
That is hilarious.
Brilliant.
And because there's conversations that you do have when you meet someone, you know, do you ever want to get married? Are you interested in, you know, babies? So there's certain things that do come up at some point.
Yeah.
But, you know, is there ever a time to say so? Would you like me to iron your shoelaces? Because it's sort of not something
usually.
I do.
Yeah, it's not. It's not usually my first question on a date.
So these three beautiful hats, I'm not going to waste those at all. These are going to be used. So I'm going to pop that one there. Oh, I like that. In fact, that can go on.
Sarah, who's on her bed, not in it, says, I'm still watching, enjoying the show in between dozing off. Because obviously, you know, where Sarah is, it's midnight now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Even past that. Whilst dozing off. And I'm loved that I've just popped into the conversation, fun of ironing.
Yes.
Yeah, we're working on a book, actually. Sarah, we're not, obviously. The fun of ironing. Charlotte is also saying, I'm 70 and I don't iron anything. Oh, I don't iron everything, in fact. Not everything. Not everything. Some things. I'm very much when I walk around the shops, feel the fabric. Oh, does that need ironing? Won't buy it.
I love buying the stuff that says, you know, non-iron. Like, yes, we'll have that.
Classic. That card is beautiful. There's already people agreeing with this one. Gilmore saying, I'm loving this card, Michelle. Lillian's also in saying, the big heart is making me think of jammy dodgers. Which
Yes.
is so true. It's a type of biscuit. I don't know if you have them in America, but it's a type of biscuit that has jam in the middle and a little heart. You're totally right.
Yes.
My grandma used to work for jammy dodgers. Oh, no. Anyway, if you do fancy recreating that beautiful card, which has got such a lovely feel to it, this is your chance to do so. In here, we've got the double-sided layer toppers with the different images. You're getting plenty of dies in here, and we have got for you all of my heart, the floral mandala. I've also got for you the cupcake as well in here. So if you do want to seize the moment, now is most certainly your opportunity to do so. So do seize the moment on those ones. Let me bring to you, if I may, the beautiful triangular box. Now this one's absolutely lovely. You are getting this triangular detail, which again is a double-sided die. But the cool thing is it kind of makes the base and the lid in one pass through.
That triangle box.
Yeah.
I was on the DT team when I was given those. And so I just made the sides higher and I made it into a slice of cake. It's still on one of my pages somewhere. So it's a slice of cake box and it looks like the most beautiful chocolate box. In fact, I'll find it and I'll share it later. But so you don't, my point is, you don't just have to have them at the depth that they are. You can build the sides up and have a box that looks like a piece of cake.
That's brilliant. Oh, that's a great idea. I love that. Yeah, like a slice. That's fab. We're bringing to you this one today. And again, you are saving half price deal on this one. And if you did want to make this, say, into a slice of cake, I've got some really cool colours actually coming up in me 12 by 12s that might work quite nicely to go alongside it. If you do want these 12 by 12s, we have got the deal for you. Now, the great thing with our 12 by 12 pads is, how do you put it? There's a saying for it, but essentially, you've got all of this space and area that you can use for example, you know, sort of big memory book pages, for example. But because they are so large, you can also just use a tiny little bit if you want. This is the great thing, because they're so sizable, it's kind of giving you more options and more opportunities to get crafting in whichever form you like. And we have got different forms for you here. So the first one I'm showing you is your everyday brights. If you are new to us, information you're really going to want to pay attention to is obviously the name of them, how many sheets you're getting in each, and the thickness of these. So these ones here is your 180. We have got all of this section here represents the colours within. So if I hold this up for you, you'll be able to see that those are the lovely colours that you have got within here. You're getting multiple sheets of each, and this one here, as you can see, is double-sided. As well as that, I'm going to be bringing to you your pastels. So a little bit more muted, a little bit more delicate. You can see we're also getting thicker now. So you're at 230 on this one. So you've got that lovely card detail. And again, with these ones, wonderful colours, but also texture on this. Now, I understand you're watching me on a 2D screen, so it's kind of hard maybe to see the texture. But the way I describe it is almost like zooming in on linen. It's that kind of texture, really pretty. And then I've also got for you your brights. And again, lovely range of colour for you here. It isn't the same set as your everyday brights, as you can see, but they are very complementary. You're going to be buying one, you're going to be getting those for free. So that is $19.99 you're saving on these ones. So it is the buy two and they get one for free. So if you do want to seize the moment, now is most certainly your chance, because they are, well, the consumables, so you know what it's like. We go through them quick, don't we? So do feel free to seize the moment on those ones. I do want to bring you two, which could be kind of cool to use with these, the double-sided window dies. Now, I've got 6 of these for you to show. Let me just grab them quick. I've got 6 of them to show you. And these ones, it is almost like kind of, it cuts out like a window design shape, and it has wonderful, pretty patterns. And I would say that if you are brand new to double-sided dies, these are great ones to get because they are instantly impactful. All you need is, for example, 2 different colours of cards and jobs are good. If you do already have these, message us in and let us know which ones your favourite are and why. I have got for you in here your cherry blossom. So again, these are the 2 different elements that you're going to be getting your hands on. When you layer them up, this is the type of design you can create. I'm bringing to you also your water lilies in here. Then I've also got for you your peonies. As well as that, I'm going to be bringing to you your rose window, which I absolutely adore the rose design. For me, it's so pretty, and it's like the lovely person who messaged in earlier on and was saying about the dimension it gives. You totally can see it on this one. Then I'm bringing to you your tulip window. That wonderful texture in here. It's very vintage. It's kind of got that 1920s-esque feel to it, I think. Great if you did want to do black and gold for that almost Art Deco theme. And then I've got the one that I feel is the most modern. It's your lily window. I think this is a really joyous lily with that striation in the background. It's going to be lovely if you wanted to do some paper piecing, because some of the petals on this are really large, so it'll come up in one nice big piece that you could place back in if you so wanted to in areas. So them's be your designs. Oh, it sounds a bit like a pirate then. Them be's your designs. And if you would like to get your hands on them, now is your chance to do so. All of that info is on your screen today. So if you do want to seize the moment, now's your chance. And really, if you've been umming and ahhing and thinking, oh, should I, will I? Today is your day, because that discount is mega. And I've also got that offer on the plates for you. So it could be well worth the day today, because you're getting such dramatic saving. And as we say, these are so unique. And speaking of unique, let's get ready to make something unique. Which one are we working with, Michelle? So
we're going to use the water lily window.
Lovely.
Again, just another beautiful design. We really are spoilt for choice when any of these collections come out. So again, if you have a look at this, there's so much more cut out design on that side than there is that. So generally speaking, the side that has got less cut out is going to be your base piece, because then you've got the thinner pieces that are going to lay over the top. So the more design that you've got on there that you can, well, so the more design that is on there that isn't cut out, so you can see there's lots of space, that is going to be your bottom piece. where you can see there's going to be lots more cut out, lots of elements. You know that that's sort of going to be the piece that goes on top.
Yeah.
So let me see, so
Lovely.
you can see that. You've got
Yep.
lots of, if it was a card, I'd say white space, for want of a better phrase. So again, my outside plate, my special plate, and then I've got a couple of pieces of this card, and I'm going to have my green as the back piece. So I know that I want that piece facing down. So I'm going to pop that on there, and again, we're just going to tape it in place.
Just to let you know, some of you are having a few tricky issues on the Tinterweb, on our website, with checking out the deals and things. Our tech team have suggested that you log out of your account and log in again. And that may well fix it. Basically, turn it off and on again. And that might fix it. So if you are having troubles, we do apologise. We're not entirely sure why that is. So give that a go. And if it still isn't working, let us know again and we'll try and help you out. So yeah, sorry about that, but log off and back in and hopefully that'll fix it.
I think it's the warm weather. The internet's gone home for the day.
I love that.
The internet's sat in its garden having a lovely drink and a big piece of cake.
Yeah, yeah. Whilst that's running through, we did have Natty message in about your previous card asking, what background paper did you use for that one? You know, the one you said you loved with the heart?
Oh yes, so that is from, I'm pretty sure it's from the 8x8 pad, and I'm pretty sure, I've got it wrote down somewhere. Let me find my little note out.
Oh, right,
I'll
yeah,
have
no,
a look.
you can do that
But
when
it is
you're
from
ready.
one of the box sets, the box kits that we've
One
got,
of the
and then
got you.
we've got the extras, so we bring the paper pads out as well, and it's from one of the 8x8 ones.
Okay.
There's lots of mess next to me, so...
No, have a look for it in a bit.
Yeah, I'll have a look.
Perfect. Thank you. Also, Mary is saying, that is such a lovely card, Michelle. Did you iron it?
No.
Not this time, not this time.
If it needed ironing, it would be a shabby chic one instead.
Yes, so true. You can see how easily those pieces have popped out of that one, can't you?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I haven't even had to tap and unwrap or anything.
No.
It just all falls out, which means if your other side doesn't fall out like that first side, you've got the ability to find one of your release holes and just pop it out.
Ah, fab.
So let's get rid of these. See, this is my favourite bit. I love popping all the little bits out. I mean, I could use my brush, but
You prefer the pokey tool, do you?
I do.
So would that be your kind of zen bit of crafting? Does it make you feel
Yes.
zen?
I love doing this. For me, this bit's mindful.
Yeah.
Besides the fact that, you know, I tend to stab myself a lot, you know, get a bit carried away. So, you know,
Right.
watch your fingers.
Yes, do.
But,
Most
or
certainly
do it onto your sponge that comes with your dye brush. But I do enjoy doing this. And I think as crafters, I think like our first fingers go a little bit numb after a few years anyway. So from all the pokey tool stabs and glue burns. So you sort of don't feel it after a while.
Yeah. Yeah, I do think that actually, if I were to work somewhere like MI5, I'd be pretty good because I don't have fingerprints most of the time from your glue gun. You know what I mean? You catch yourself and, just be quite a good spy. I mean, I'd be rubbish at everything else.
Yeah, but no fingerprints, yeah.
Yeah, but otherwise.
Those glue guns, they're pretty evil, really, aren't they?
Glue guns, I mean, but they're so good. They're so useful.
I love my
Such
glue
time
gun.
savers. I do as well.
In fact, a little while ago, Ben did the shed out in the garden for me. It was my little craft shed.
Oh, yeah.
And when it was new and you know, sparkly and beautiful, Alice was in there crafting with me.
Lovely.
And she wanted to use the glue gun.
Yeah.
So she picks the glue gun up to use it. Obviously, I was with her. She was about 11 anyway, so she wasn't too young. But she squeezed it as she was picking it up, so this big glob of glue.
Stream came out,
So instead of leaving it, she caught it because she didn't want to make a mess.
Oh, what a sweetheart.
So she caught the glue and was stood there. You know when kids do that when they've hurt themselves?
Yeah.
And I thought, do I say anything? Because you know when you say to your kids, are you all right? And then they instantly cry. And you think, if I leave her, she'll be fine. But
And she was she?
Yeah, she was. She was fine. She went and put her hand in a jug of water.
Oh, perfect.
And her big brother came down and cuddled her.
That's
in
so
fact,
sweet.
I've got a picture of him sat at the table. He's got his arms round her.
Oh.
And she's got her hand in a jug of water.
Bless, that's so sweet.
The lengths you have to go to get your kids to get on.
Bless. That's lovely.
So there we go. That is my water lily. I love it. But what I've also done is, so I've also die cut it out in white as well. So I'm going to pop that behind. We're just going to give that a little bit of a white shadow, and then we're going to layer that over. So again, you don't just have to just cut out those 2 pieces. You can still give it another extra depth and dimension by cutting another piece out and still giving it your drop shadow effect. So let's get this glued together. So dotty tape pen. Dotty tape pen is absolutely your best friend for most of these.
Is there an alternative in case someone's not got a dotty pen at the moment or is running low?
Absolutely. So if you haven't got your dotty tape pen, I'm just getting that bit of tape away. If you use your glue that's in your fine tip applicator, you can absolutely do it like that. Or I tend to, when I've got something small and intricate, I'll put a bit of glue on the back of my hands. Now, I don't advise you do it because I don't know who's allergic to what, but I know I'm fine with it, so I will put it on the back of my hand and I'll sort of tap in it.
Oh, I get you. Yeah.
But you put it on your glass mat and do the same. Put a smudge on your glass mat and just tap it in it, because then you know that you're not getting too much. If you've got too much on there, just smudge it off.
Lovely.
And it works just as well.
Lovely. Rhonda's saying that this die is her favourite. I can understand. This one really is, it's quite a standout, isn't it?
Yeah,
Really
it's like
is.
a showstopper one, isn't it?
Yeah, it really is. Because you know what water lilies are, aren't they? You know, like if you watched earlier on, I was at a pond yesterday and the water lilies are just coming into bloom on it, and it is a stop and stare moment, isn't it?
Yes, yeah, they are stunning.
You could even do like a little, if you've got fish dyes, you could have like a little fish poking out in one of the gaps or something, couldn't you?
Yes, of course.
Because fish do like to stay underneath them, don't they?
They do, definitely.
Oh, just look at that, instant.
So then, when I pop that on there,
Fabulous.
you can see I've got that lovely white just coming through.
Great.
So again, just dotty tape pen all across the back. I think I'm running out. But you can see it hasn't gone on perfectly level in the way that there's an equal drop shadow across it all. There's more towards that side than that side.
Yeah.
But again, if I turn it over, it really doesn't matter. It still looks fabulous.
Yeah, it does.
You know, so don't fight to try and get it perfectly lined up. It really, with these, it really doesn't matter. I think it just sort of adds to the effect anyway.
Yeah.
So then,
Barbara's messaged in saying, boy, it's going to be hard to choose the card of the show. They are all so beautiful. That is completely true, Barbara. And just to make it more difficult, in this show, because we've got the US Totally Tiffany takeover for the anniversary later, we've got card of the show and card of the day to vote on today in this show. So you're right, it's going to be tricky, Barbara. But we'll do it. We'll do it together.
I think we'll do a better job of it than we did Play Your Cards Right.
The Play Your Cards Right, your Crafts Right game that was name these show songs due to their intros. Five-ish seconds worth we got of each. And we didn't do the best, did we? We both got a score of 2, then went to a tiebreaker. We both got the tiebreaker wrong. And yeah, Michelle did end up winning. by picking the closest number to a number that the lovely Erin had written down between 10 and 99. Yes, you won that for sure.
I mean, to be fair, they could have played me the whole song and I still wouldn't have got it right.
No, me either. I even thought I'd come up with lyrics to some of them, didn't I? I play your craft right and everything. Oh no, it's you know.
I was doing
soft
this.
aside it was.
Yeah. Well, Ben always stands over there and he sings certain lyrics to some of the songs.
Yeah.
And I was singing those lyrics in my head.
Yeah,
And obviously I don't pay enough attention to Ben either because I still got them all wrong.
That's funny.
So I've just matted and laid some of that card and paper up on the inside of the bottom of my box because my lid is going to have an acetate. It's going to have an aperture in the top. And I think whenever I have an aperture in the top so you can see through, I like to put some pretty paper in the bottom as well.
Lovely.
So this is going to be my lid, and I've already pre-cut all this.
Fab. Mary's saying that I love this die, it's so beautiful. If you do want to grab the dies, this one that Michelle's using right now, just in case you've just tuned in, is the water lily. But you're also getting loads of others like roses and cherry blossoms and all the rest. I'll show you them again in a bit, but just in case you have just tuned in, it's the water lilies that we're working with at the moment.
I think I used the cherry blossom one this morning, didn't I? In fact, did that one win demo of the show?
Did you?
The cherry blossom.
Maybe.
Although I think we've already established that my memory for things like that is it's a bit pants.
Yeah.
So again, I've just got that that aperture cut out there. I just need to make sure that I get that round the right way. But I mean, what you can be using, so I've just cut this out, but you could be using 5x7 nesting dies that we've got to create these apertures on there.
Ah, right, yeah.
Because you obviously can layer up your edges and things like that. There we go. And then getting all, so I'm going to do all my box before I put it together this time.
Okay.
Well, you get carried away, don't you? I do. Get carried away talking and forget what I'm doing.
Just kind of make it and carry on. Lovely. It's a really nice paper that you're working with for this one, Michelle.
This is the dragonflies.
Yeah.
So the dragonfly collection, it is just
Stunning.
beautiful.
I do love the dragonfly. Dragonfly and Mardi Gras are my top two, I'd say.
Yeah.
Which ones would you say were your top two? Or is that too difficult?
If by top two you mean my top 10, do you know what? I look at a paper pad and I think, oh my God, that is my absolute favourite paper pad or collection of all time.
Yeah.
And then they bring out another one. I'm like, no, this is my
That's your new
favourite of all
favourite.
time. And then they bring out another one and I'm like, stop doing this to me.
Oh.
No, but don't, you know, you say, oh, don't do that. You know when you say don't do that, but really you mean carry on.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what I mean.
Well, I think if you're at home and you've got a top two, if you had to, right now, what would your favourite top two be?
Do you know what? I love the summer gnomes.
Cute, yeah.
That is, the paper pads in there, some of those papers are just so beautiful. They're so cute and summery and...
Dead quirky as well, aren't they?
Yes.
Just something really unusual.
But what I love about those gnomes is that you print, you know, you stamp them out and you colour them in, and then you've got the little stencil in there that you can stencil the little hearts or the stars or the stripes onto their little dresses and hats.
Yeah.
And I just think that kind of detail that we
Cute
put in
and
us
cool.
just... So maybe that one. So I've made that so that sits right inside that. There we go. But it's too hard. I did love the masquerade ball. I loved that.
Yeah, that is definitely my top 2. I just love, love, love.
Right, so let's just pop this together.
Beth is saying the more I think about it, the more I want to add more to my dragonfly collection. Understandable. And go for it whilst we've got it.
Sorry?
Go for it whilst we've got it.
Absolutely. I love that. I'm not really sure what it's supposed to be, but it reminds me of fireflies.
Oh, beautiful.
So all the little...
I know what you mean.
It reminds me as...
Or little fairies,
Yeah.
maybe.
Yeah, so I have got...
Oh, and don't forget, Beth, that we have got some offers on at the moment. If you go onto our website, so it's things like buy 2, save 5%, buy 4, save 10%, buy 6, and you save 15%. So there's deals like that on at the moment. Head onto our website, you'll see that, and you'll also see like the Totally Tiffany deals as well. So do have a little nosy. So today, if you are planning on adding, might be a good time for you. Mo has asked, I would love to hear your 2 favourite papers. Sorry, that's in from, thanks Rhonda, she's saying. So yeah, you've picked one favourite, and are you saying the other favourite is Mardi Gras?
Yeah.
Summer Gnomes and Mardi Gras are your 2 favourites.
Definitely.
My 2 are Dragonfly and Mardi Gras, which actually are quite similar in their colour palette, actually, aren't they?
Yeah, and I'm normally quite a pink girly type of colours and stuff, you know, like sort of your pinks and greens, pastels, things like that. But some of these really bold collections that we've been coming out with, just...
Yeah, I catch him.
Really good.
I catch him.
So let's just pop this absolutely gorgeous dragonfly
Yeah. I love that dragonfly.
up here. And then I've got a tiny little one that we're going to put a little bit of tape on the back. But that huge dragonfly is just beautiful. I literally want to put that on everything. You stick on there, and then I'm not going to put those big gems on because I've got those little ones there, but if I pop that round,
Fabulous.
there you go, you can see, and you can see through, so when your present's been eaten, because obviously, you know, it's something edible like cake and chocolate in there, you've still got that beautiful base to your card.
It is fabulous. Thank you so, so much for making that fabulous box. Isn't that great? If you would like to be able to recreate something like that, then we have the chance for you. I've got all of these lovely different designs in here. So I'm bringing to you your cherry blossom window. I've got your water lily window, as well as your peony. I'm bringing to you your rose. We have your tulip also. And finally, I'm bringing to you your lily in here. All of those ones in one collection. Dramatic savings. Saving way more than you're spending. And today it is, well, the prices are on screen, including that platinum price. Don't forget, that is stellar. If you do want to work with these, let me remind you, you will want your plates. So when you get a Gemini, it comes with plates, doesn't it? But actually, for the double-sided dies, you want to add these ones to the collection. And it's easy to. Today, we've got an offer on. You get in the larger size, which is for like your OG or your original Gemini. And then we've got the junior size, which is obviously smaller, as you can see. Runs through your Gemini perfectly on the junior size and actually in your original as well. Bringing those ones to you again, £21 or $27. And as well as that discount and saving, one of the biggest treats of a savers is our weekend saver. If you like this to be a mystery, close your eyes now. No peeking. Go on, just order it, and then you'll just be surprised about what it is. So close your eyes. For everyone else who just can't help themselves, these are the treats you're going to be getting in here. So we have got for you lots and lots of goodies. Some of them are consumable, but the majority are not. So you're going to get lots of elements that you can craft with. There is not just one style to this or design to this, if that makes sense. You're getting loads of treats that can be used together or individually, independently, or with maybe other collections you've got. Like I'm thinking of a well-known, you know, this animal, and it's got the flowers on the other side of it. You know, I'm thinking of that. That could be paired in really nicely with that one. And again, you've got some pretty sizable dies in here with lovely layerable elements, but also you've got delicate little dies that just mean that you're going to get that nice finesse and finish each time. So there are 14 items in total, and when I say 14 items, I mean that pack full chock-a-block there, yeah, that's just one item. So there's 14 individual ones in there. You can look back now. So all of that in there, 14 items, just £30 or $40 for you today. Well worth treating yourself. And again, check out the platinum price in here. Now this is the price that people pay if they are platinum level in our Club Inspire. And we're not like quite a few places that are like, well, if you want to be part of the club to save money, then you have to pay a certain amount per week or whatever it might be. You can actually become part of the Platinum Club by when you're spending, you're also saving and earning points. If you want to find out more, take a little look at this whilst you check out your baskets.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the crafters companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% off your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every £1, $1 or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
Quick Buy, all your crafty must-haves in a flash. Put away your tape measure and fabric scissors. The Threader's fabric cutter offers accuracy and precision with every cut. This handy tool slices through fabric in a guillotine style. Its ergonomic design features a comfortable and protective handle, so it's safe and easy to use whether you're right or left-handed. Its 45mm rotary blade will cut up to 6 layers of fabric at a time, so your sewing, quilting, and upholstery project times are cut down to size. It's equipped with a measuring guide in metric and imperial for a perfectly accurate cut every time. The built-in grid ruler has 30-degree, 45-degree, and 60-degree angle lines, so you can cut fabric on any angle, including the bias. Quick Buy, all your crafty must-haves in a flash.
Welcome back to Crafters TV. Lovely to be with you. Now we've had a really busy day, but we have got loads more still to come. And later on this evening, we have got a US Totally Tiffany takeover for the 2nd anniversary of Totally Tiffany being part of our wonderful Crafters family. So we are going to be doing now vote for card of the show, and then in a bit, card of the day. So, should we have a little reminder of some of the fabulous makes that Michelle's created?
So this one isn't, there was a bit of delay there, sorry.
There was, I was like, sorry, this is in real life, you're not on a Zoom, you are just there.
No. It's because it's so far over the other side of the studio.
Right, yes.
There was like a delay.
Right, okay, I see.
Number one, so number one was that create a card with those baubles. Number 2 is that long star, or as we discovered, Star of Wonder. Number 3 is that beautiful heart topper die.
Lovely.
Number 4 is that box, that beautiful water lily window. And then number 5, which I'm going to be doing next, that I haven't done yet, but that will be number 5. It's got that double layer there, look.
Ooh, right, okay, well, get messaging in. You've got up to 5, and we will show you how to make that second one in just a moment or two. Loads of people loving the box that you made. Natty saying really pretty box. Irene saying beautiful box. Bubble and Squeak saying smashing box. How gorgeous is the window die collection? Stephen saying nice work. There's absolutely loads of you saying as that one was coming in. But then again, you've said some wonderful things about the previous mates as well, so it is going to be a close call. So all you have to do to vote, it's free, and it's a bit of fun. It's on our social media. Head on over and pick your favourite one. Whilst you are doing that, let me remind you about our fabulous double-sided masterclass. We've been doing double-sided dies for you in the show today, and these are the edgeables that we have been looking at throughout. We're bringing to you here technology upon fabulousness of edgeables. So edgeables, essentially, it will mean that there is one element side to it, if you will, that hasn't got a die cut area, which means if you want a tiny little border like this, then you could, or you could put this on, well, I don't know, the top of an A4 piece of card if you wanted, and it will still work in peace. We have got for you three different designs here. So I've got your lily border, I've also got your shining star silhouette, which I think is just a fab one, and I'm also bringing to you your fleur-de-lis as well. Each one of these ones, as you can see, your sizes down here, you're looking at just over 6 inches by around about 1.5 on each of them. So a real nice size to get an eye-catching look time after time. And today it's seriously discounted, saving more than you're spending. And if you're platinum with our free club, less than a tenner. I mean, really, for all 3 of them, you don't have to pick your favourite. So if you do want them, you know what to do. We are going to dive on into a demo whilst you're getting voting for those ones. Which one are you going to work with, Michelle?
I have got the fleur-de-lis.
Lovely.
Another one of my favourites, and this is another one that I got to work with when I was on the design team. I must admit, I think I've got nearly all, if not all, of our double-sided dies.
Wow.
Because I just love them.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Right, so again, my outside plate and my special plate. And you can see that they're really marked up, but you can see that they're still, in fact, there's the tiniest little bit of bend in that, just due to the material that's used. They're just so uber strong. Right, so I have got, my card base is going to be 6 by 6. And I'm going to bring this in, and I want to die cut at the top, so I'm going to just flip that over because I don't want to die cut all the way through. This is going to be my back, and this is going to be the front piece. And I'm just going to bring in, if I can find it. So again, I've got some Centura Pearl, the hint of silver, and I'm just going to decide which side is going to go where.
Okay.
Now, I'm not too bothered. If I get it wrong, then I will have this underneath as a drop shadow rather than on the top.
There's always ways around it then.
Yeah, there is, absolutely.
Fabulous.
So, tape. And I'm going to tape to this piece because that is the piece that I am getting rid of. So I'm not too worried about that. Just making sure, I'm just eyeballing it to make sure it's straight. But again, if you want to use your ruler or, that's not big enough. Your ruler or your mat to judge it, then it's entirely up to you.
Okay.
So let me move that off my finger. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to leave this quite, I mean, it doesn't matter about that, but I'm going to leave it quite a bit bigger than this because sometimes when I run it through, it goes a little bit wonky. Okay. But if I've got plenty of space to cut round so I can cut it and straighten it up, then it doesn't really matter.
Okay, fabulous. Oh, Pammy, yes, Pammy. Yay! UPS has just dropped off some packages for Pammy. Hey, what's in them? Go on, let us know. Oh, I do love that. Usually, you know, if someone's knocking at the door, it's for bills or whatever, isn't it? But when someone's delivering something that you've ordered, oh, it's great fun, it really is. Whilst you're running that through, I will just say, we've had the winner through for demo of the show. And I, for one, I don't know how you even managed to make a decision. I bet it was really tough for you. And it is, lovely Caitlin said it was very close. Demo of the show was 2.
That was the Christmas one.
Yeah, you couldn't remember then, could you? The Long Star.
The Long Star.
Long Star won.
Oh,
Very
thank you.
close by all accounts, though. So you just hold that where it is, because just due to time, I'll get you voting on a demo of the day as well. So this one won earlier on, our Play Your Crafts Right by Michelle. This one here for you is the window double-sided die. So this is the one that Michelle made earlier. So this will be number 1. And the one that Michelle is holding now, the Long Star, is number 2. So again, get a vote in between those two, please. And we'll announce the winner of that in June, just before the end of the show.
Right, so let's just take this off. So you can see that I've got that lovely, just the border at the top. Right, so, mine hasn't cut all the way through, just in the middle there. Sometimes you'll find that happens just because, again, you can't add those extra shims. So that is where I would run that back through with just an extra piece of card on top, just to allow it to die cut all the way through.
Yeah.
But so I did cut it right. So that is my bigger piece at the back. So let me just pop all those bits out, because it's cut perfectly on that side. Some of those don't pop out, and some do. There we go. So some are just like embossed detail, and some pop out. There we go.
And you know, Michelle gave a really good tip earlier on that was kind of, once, if you can't work out which one is the front and back, once you've had a little look at it, run it through almost like a sort of practice, and just actually write on them in like a permanent marker, maybe like a T for top and a B for bottom, or whatever you wanted, because that might make it a little bit easier. Because sometimes it's a bit tricky, especially if you're not 100% paying attention.
That wasn't aimed at me at all, was it?
No, I didn't mean it. No, it actually wasn't. Oh my gosh, I would never. No, I'm more thinking about myself when I'm crafting and I've got some rubbish on in the background.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean? Like Love Island. I'm like, yeah.
You don't
and then
always
you completely
pay full
forgot what you're
attention,
doing.
do you?
Or Coronation Street, whatever it is. No, it wasn't pointed at you.
That's
You
all right.
know if it was, Michelle.
Right, so you can see that this is my top piece, but mine hasn't cut through. So I've got one that I've already cut out, and it's inked up a little bit.
Cool.
And it's quite a lot taller, because I said I like to leave a bit round so I can cut it down. So all I'm going to do, you're going to line it up exactly where you want it to go. And you have got 2 choices here. You can just either, where's my pencil? Put a little pencil mark at either side where this is going to line up there. And then you're going to bring in your guillotine. And I'm going to line that pencil line up. And I'm just going to bring this in before I cut any more off, and check that I'm quite happy with that.
Okay.
If I wanted to take a little bit more off the top, I'd just put it back in and take another sliver off. But I'm happy with that. So we're just going to put that on quickly. So again, just the dotted tape pen on that bit, and then I'm going to use my solid on that piece.
Okay.
And again, I just used my pale fig to ink it up. You just get that lovely ombre effect, and especially on the Centura Pearl, it just looks lovely. So I've put that on just a little bit wonky, but then all I would do is, if I didn't want to take it back up, you just wrap a piece of ribbon around the top and put a bow in. So there's always a way round if we've got a piece that's gone on just that little bit wonky and we're not happy with it.
Yeah.
So there's always a way round it. And then we're going to bring this in again. So this is one that I've just already cut out. I didn't have to worry about placement on that because I'm just going to cut it down to go on there. And then I've got another one as well. So again, you can see that I did the same with that because that one's a little bit wonkier. So I would just cut it straight. And let me have a look. So let's tape that on. Tape pen.
Mary's message saying those are super prices for the edges and the Super Saver bag. Actually, all great prices today. Yeah, we've got some pretty special deals and offers on. And don't forget, we've also got the buy two, save 5%, etc. one. Head on over to our website if you want to look at that. And don't forget, we've got up to 75% off double-sided dies today. And we've got the extra bonus discount with the Totally Tiffany event. So it really is going all on today. You're not wrong, Mary, but Mary never is she? You're always right. But yeah, we've got some really special deals on today. Bargains galore, isn't it, Michelle?
It really is. It really is. So then what I'm going to do with this is, when I have got, I'm not sure I'm going to have time to quite finish it. So I'm going to attach my acetate.
Easy for you to say.
Acetate. So what I'm going to do is, that's going to go under there and that's going to layer over. So you can either layer that nice and flat, or what you can do is what I did before. So I cut the main card out and I cut this piece a little bit longer. So let me move that. So this back piece that was attached to my card, I've made it a lot longer. And then the bit that's going to go on top on the foam pads is a lot shorter.
I get you.
But what I've done for this one, and I don't think I've got time to finish it off, is I was going to layer. Do I have time, do you think? I don't think I've got time. So all I was going to do is layer that one underneath instead, just to give you those two different ways of having it either on your foam pads or flat down. And then if I just, again, so I'll just bring my piece of pattern paper in behind, just so you've got a bit of a better idea. You're just going to attach it all to your acetate, and it's the same, exactly the same. I'd bring my bottom piece in there, all exactly the same, but that is on foam pads and that is flat down. But just doing those two different ways looks so different, but both absolutely just as beautiful as each other. But this is the one that we did enter into the card of the show, so that is the one. So if I just tilt that for you, you can see you've got that lovely depth there.
That's great.
So yes, so you can be layering these up on top of each other, cutting them directly into your card, or just cutting them out of scrap and then popping them on top of your card. So many different ways to use those.
Michelle, that's absolutely beautiful. Thank you so much for sharing that. Isn't that just a lovely different way of using something that I suppose in itself actually is quite different? We're bringing to you the double-sided die edgeables, and as you can see there, pop them through your machine and you can create some stellar imagery with this, whether it be with your lily border, or it be with your shining stars, or it be with your fleur-de-lis. We have got all of those different ones in there. And again, if you're a platinum, it's under a tenner, which is awesome, isn't it? We have been voting for Demo of the Day. And our Demo of the Day today goes to Michelle! It's also card number 1, Michelle, specifically, that you have won on. So yeah, we're adding that one in, Michelle.
Thank you very much. I love that one. I just love the colours.
Gorgeous. Really nice, isn't it?
And these dies, they are, you get them in your hands and you've just got so many ideas of things that you want to do. And I think that's what we want, isn't it? To get some at home.
Completely.
Inspired.
Michelle, thank you so much. When are you on with us next?
Tomorrow.
See you tomorrow then. Whilst you are with us, why don't you head on over to our website and make the most of that discount treat that we've got for you, where, for example, if you buy 2 things, you're going to be saving 5%, and so on and so forth. Up to 6 items, giving you 15% off. Have a little nosy at that whilst you're there too. Do check out some of our Tiffany treats, won't you? Because later on, we have got for you the US Totally Tiffany takeover for the 2nd anniversary with us. So if you do want to seize the moment and get the discounts, go to our website. To see more of that with us, then do make sure you're joining us in 2 hours. I will see you then, my loves. Bye-bye.